So what happens is a lot of brands say, well, we'll just make more money. And one of the best examples of that is Miller Lite.
Okay.
So you had Miller
The beer
beer.
company?
Yeah. So you
Okay.
had Miller beer. And then they, instead of creating a separate light beer and creating it in its own little silo,
Yep.
they created Miller Lite. So they took Miller customers and said, hey, you may also want this light beer. And sales took off. It was great. They were branded together. There was
Yeah.
connection between the two. Everything was wonderful. And then remember what we were just talking about earlier about how things spike up
Yep.
and then they tend to drop down
Yep.
because everybody's got to have it because it's new. And then it's like, then you settle down to the people that
Actually really care
care.
about that and
Yeah.
have the money for it. Yep.
That's what happened to Miller Lite. And so what happened is Miller sales went down a little bit during the spike.
Right.
And they said, we've got all this money. Now, if you take Miller sales and you take Miller Lite sales and you put them together, you get what Miller sales were. So what happens is you actually shrink your brand
Yeah.
by not segmenting these.
I mean, and so to your point, if Miller Lite or Miller had said, "Hey, Miller Lite is for your wife," or Miller Lite is for your, your buddy who works out with you, so you both can enjoy a Miller, that would have grown the market segment theoretically. Versus the way they approached it sounds like was like, "Hey, if you like this, then you'll like this also." But you're not going to drink more beer.
No.
Like you drink a 6-pack, you drink a 6-pack, you drink a 12-pack, you drink a 12-pack. You're not going to drink, you're not going to double the amount of beer you drink because of whatever.
Right. You're not going to make half of it this and half of it that.
And so I think if they had defined it better as like, hey, this is for this group, this is for this type of person, so buy this for them, then you get them to buy it for the parties, for the events, for the camping trips, etc. And then now those friends become buyers of Miller Lite versus a different, beer option.
Right.
But I just want to throw that out there. I think you can grow your market segment under the same name. You just need to make sure that you associate why and how.
Right. And
how those market segments coincide with each other.
Right.